Hey, this is going to be a short guide on childhood, the very first section of the game, and what you want to do, the most updated route, which is the fastest and also, I think, the easiest. But it's quite tricky, so I'm going to give some insights. The first thing you want to make sure is that you have subtitles turned off. There are a bunch of options you can turn on and off depending on how you want to run the game and how smooth you want it. I advise turning follow camera off and having your sensitivity to what you like, but subtitles off is a must. You can't run without that. And then the second thing I want to advise is having your reset save, so the save that is 0 hours, 0 minutes, the save with which you're going to start the run, it's going to be on 2. That's insanely useful, especially for this route. So yeah, just do that. It's not very hard. You'll just maybe have to redo a profile or something, but that's not terrible. And save 1's gonna be the save we will glitch to get through childhood, pretty much. So let's just load that. You want to make sure that you have your mouse on top of save 2 when you load it, and I'll explain why later. Okay, so I'll go through the movement that I'm doing, and then I'll reload, and I'll show you again, step by step, what I'm trying to achieve. So this is what it looks like most of the time. Now let's break it down, short in a short way. So, nice camera. Zoomed out. You want to tab out this, and then you want to, okay, I can't show that with my mouse. You want to roll left from Rosie. These positions are standard, they're always going to be like that. You want to roll left to Rosie until this lamppost, so this shouldn't be too hard. And then you want to avoid the lamppost, because obviously if you roll into it, it's going to push you aside and it's terrible. Then you want to roll this way and then just roll into the husband like that. And then once you're there, you should be set and you can talk to the husband. Skip his dialogue with interact and mouse click. Know that mouse click has priority. If you spam mouse click very fast, it's going to be very useful here. If you kept your mouse from the moment you launched the game, so loaded the game, it should be in this exact position. So you can just open your menu, click options, and then save on save 1. That's why having your run save on save 2 is useful. One thing that I didn't talk about, but when you save, you can still move your cursor during this screen. Did you catch that? I still moved my mouse even though I was technically saving. And then we're just going to do the same thing again. Essentially, we just took a gold coin, hero saved so that the game would remember our stats, so our gold, but we've reset the quest, so the quest is active again, and we can just take the gold coin again. Load. So that was the exact same thing, literally no difference. Now we're gonna do the exact same start, but after we're in the spot, I'm gonna move backwards, then to the right, and move my camera so that I'm looking like that, and then forwards, and I'm gonna roll down here, and after I've hit this spot, like after the fence, I'm gonna turn my camera to the right. You wanna make sure you're hugging this wall. You're aiming for this guy. Not exactly this guy, but like this spot here, this is the sweet spot where you can like interact with him, so. So this is a bit too close. Generally, I like to be here so that I'm closer to Theresa, but that's fine. You want to interact with him, skip his dialogue, And after I skip for that, I'm gonna press A and W. Let me have S keys on. I don't have S keys. I'm sorry. All right, we're gonna do without S keys. I'm gonna press A and W, so left and forwards, and move my camera 90 degrees to the left, so just like that. More than 90 degrees actually. And then I'm gonna roll forwards. Generally, after I've made through this bench, I'm gonna look where the guards are. Here, there's no real rolling pattern, because there's a guard standing here. He could be here, he could be here, he could be all the way to the right. The optimal path here is to take a straight line all the way to this wall pretty much and hug this wall after that. Here, I obviously can't go here, he's gonna catch me, so I'm gonna have to do like a short detour to the right, and then we'll see what the guard's doing. It seems like he's moving, so let's do that.
Look, there's a little swine. I'm going after him.
So those chickens have a hitbox. You can't run into those, sadly. Here, I'm gonna go through the left.
Look, there's a little swine.
And that's the definition of a shit guard positioning. If you get a very nice one, they're all to the right, so both to the walls on the right, and you can just like walk through this optimal path that I was talking about. Now, you want to be careful. This tree has a large hitbox here, so you're gonna go around it, and then you're gonna hug the fence that's right here. Now, one thing that's also important is knowing your rolling distance, the length of your roll. I know that I'm gonna stop my roll around about here, and if I roll again, I'm gonna be like here. And I don't want to be here, I want to like go there. So what I'm gonna do is, when my roll ends, I will walk forwards, and then press A, and then leave W, stop pressing W so that my character moves to the left, and I'm gonna side roll into Theresa, so it's gonna look like this. And then obviously I hit the fence, but you're gonna roll into Theresa. Then here, I'm gonna say no, and while I'm saying no, I'm pressing S and D, so backwards and right, to move my character, and then when my character is fully moved away from Theresa, I'm gonna give her the chocolates. I skip her dialogue, I move my camera just a little bit when I'm moving, so that my character's facing the exit, and then the camera's reset, so I just have to roll forwards twice. Then I skip the cutscene, I skip the other cutscene, it's not really cutscene, and I just save. The fresco, exactly. And then I just load the save. And we're out. A very good time in terms of in-game time is going to be somewhere around 1:45. The fastest I've done was a 1:39.67, I think. And generally, the average for me is going to be 1:42. 1:42 is a very good time. It's pretty good compared to the very first route, the very first iteration that would like get you to like hit the bully, then come back to Rosie, talk to your dad, husband, and then not do this John Fable. It'd be around 2 minutes, so that saves 20 seconds. And then compared to the classic John Fable childhood, this saves like a few seconds once you get it down. And it's, I think, in my opinion, a bit easier. So yeah, there you go. You're out of childhood. And the game's telling you that you've done something wrong. See ya.